Oh my gosh, hi! Wait one sec. That's better. I've got something I totally have to show you. How do I get this thing to work again? Oh yeah.
Finally found the rhythm of love, the feeling of sound. It's making a change. The feeling is strange. It's coming right back. Perfect in my range. Not worried about anything else. I'm waking up to the beat of mine, to the beat of mine, to the beat of my heart, the beat of my heart, the beat of my heart. It's here.
Hello. Guess what? It's almost September. And that means I'm getting this video out just in time to end the month. And you know what? That is a-okay with me. I don't consider myself an instructional YouTube person. I consider myself more of a vlogger, even though primarily I'm only showing my bullet journaling content here. My bullet journal has always been about reflecting and less so about planning until now. I am now using it as more of a planner and less of a record, but I'll get to that in a bit. First, let's talk about what we're doing here. This little notepad I'm using to swatch my colors for the month. And as you saw, the first 3 colors were the same as my my whole bullet journal setup colors. So I was like, no. Let's add a few other colors so I'm not repeating stuff. Not that there's anything at all wrong with repeating themes. I just feel like I'm still full of new ideas that I want to get out all the new ideas before I go back. Even though this one is kind of vaguely reminiscent of a theme that I did a few years ago. Although this is a lot more specific. So this, as you can tell, and hopefully were clued in on from the beginning, is very much a Y2K, late 90s, early 2000s theme, aka my childhood. I decided to make my cover page look like a magazine cover, like those magazines that girls used to go through and cut stuff out of and put on all of our walls and stuff. I wanted one so bad. I really desperately wanted a magazine subscription, but my mom refused to do that because that was expensive. And what was I gonna do with it, really? Other than cut it out and paste it on my walls. But yeah, so I was like, all right, this is definitely something I continue to do, is incorporate rainbows and all kinds of color into my themes, because I super love color, and I am completely so over gray. If I have to see gray in black and white, but mostly gray, if I have to see that one more time, I'm gonna lose it. I barely wear neutrals anymore. I'm all about color these days, I say as I look down and notice that I'm wearing a gray dress right now. But that's okay. That's not, I didn't go out in this. This is my comfy at-home outfit while I record this. So, this font is inspired by a few different, like, magazines and titles of, like, kids TV shows and stuff. So I kind of made this like custom font, super cute and bubbly, and I noticed there were like a few magazines that had like hearts or stars or something in the holes of the letters. So I was like, yes, I'm doing that. That is cute. So yeah, this was so fun. This was like, I continue to flip back and look at this page because I think it's just so fun, and it just is, it's a wave after wave of nostalgia. Speaking of nostalgia, as you noticed, my friend and my husband and I all went to a Hilary Duff concert, and my childhood dreams were fulfilled because that was not something that I was able to do when I was a kid, and the fact that I got to do it just was a highlight. It was a dream, and it was amazing, and probably like the best concert that I've ever been to. And like, I've been to a lot of concerts of artists that I really like, but I was on cloud 9. I was having so much fun. I was emotional. I cried. And, you know, it might not be like the best music, but it was the best experience. And I am so grateful for it. I am so happy that I got to do this in my lifetime. And like, yeah, I had so much fun. Shout out to Anna and Philip for joining me. So, pretty much all of the stickers in this are ones that I printed out myself. Like, I just got pictures off the internet of different things that are like nostalgic for me, like Beanie Babies and Hubba Bubba and like different little kid makeup stuffs. And I just put it all on a sheet and printed it out, so I didn't want to like draw stuff like that or anything. That would be way too time consuming. But yeah, that was fun. It was fun to like try to reflect on what things I specifically feel were my own nostalgia and things that I looked back on. Less so just like the general stuff, the stuff that I really loved as a kid. Loved me some Polly Pocket, loved that bubble gum. I loved those like fairy spinner things. I didn't love Furby. However, Furby is a vibe, and my Furby, and I'm sure everyone has this story, but my Furby was like turned off, shut away in my closet, and went off in the middle of the night, and that thing was gone. We got rid of that because absolutely not. Those things were terrifying, especially when their batteries were dying. Like, whoa. I think we all have that experience, but yeah. Obviously, I came up with the theme based off the fact that I went to go see that Hilary Duff concert, because I was just living in that moment, in that vibe, and I just wanted to continue to feel it for the month, because this was a weird month. It was a very strange month for me. I am now unemployed for a second time since COVID due to layoffs. Ugh. So yeah, I'm adjusting to that and just having to change my routine, change my focus, and my bullet journal has really changed. I'm no longer logging. Like, yes, I am logging. I still leave some room for logging, but most of this is now me keeping track of my time, because frankly, I have a lot that I would like to do with it. as I'm sure most people do. Time is like the greatest gift one could have. It's also one's greatest enemy. So I am utilizing my time to do good things, and hopefully that will put me in a better position than I was before, because ultimately I want to be in a better career than where I was. I want to be doing something that's meaningful and that makes me feel good about the work that I'm doing. So this is my chance to work on those skills and hopefully get myself in a place where I am doing something that I like. If only I could take all the elements of every job that I've ever had that I enjoyed, like the elements of those jobs that I enjoyed, and mash them together into an amalgamation of a wonderful job. I'm sure everybody wishes that. So if you're looking for someone who can do like computer things and art things and social things and nature things and happy things, what else can I do? Reach out. What are all your favorite elements from previous jobs you had? It's an interesting thing to think about. And a lot of those like career coach type programs, they have you list out things that you enjoy, things that you're good at, things that you need to work on, etc. And like, I have never found anything that aligns with most of my strengths. In parentheses, that I am actually qualified for. Because yeah, there are a ton of things that I would do if I could go back to school for free and learn how to do them, or have the qualification that is needed to get jobs in those fields, but I'm not in that position, just like so many other people. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make this video a whole rant about the system. So let's get back to like cuter, happier things, shall we? Like, oh, I don't know, me setting up my job hunt page. No, that one comes later because I put it off because it was too hard to think about in the moment. Instead, I'm going to take this time to talk a little bit about music, and more specifically, the background music in these videos. It is really, really hard to find music. Like, free music that is cool with the copyright and I'm able to actually use in these videos. Like, I wanted some like Y2K vibes. I just couldn't get it. I could not find anything that I am able to use right now for this video, because I am not using paid software at the moment, as I am not making any money off these videos, nor am I making any money at all. So yeah, I am using some like free to use music, and just with that just comes the reality that you will not be getting everything that you're looking for. And huge, massive respect to the people that are making this music, because like, there's so much out there and there's so much time that goes into making music. And as the daughter of a musician, I will never steal or misuse or use any AI created music, which again has been really hard to get around. And I've been trying to make sure that every track that I use does not use AI in its creation. And I think I might have mistakenly used a track in like my first video without knowing it, and I have gone to effort to make sure that I don't do that again, because the fact that there's so many people out there who are losing their jobs and their work to AI is really freaking sad. And being a person that always wanted to be in the creative industry and seeing the creative industry just get totally lost, it's very disheartening. I absolutely love that this music though is so bubbly and the theme is so cutesy, and I am talking about things like unemployment and the AI takeover of society. Way to go. Okay, and there we have our habits and tasks page. Super simple, super easy. I just threw on a few tasks that I wanted to get done in the month, and my habits, again, like last month, there were only 3 to track, and I'm going to continue to do that because I have different ways of tracking other things now. So in my last video, I talked about using Dutch store spreads in the future. Well, I'm finally doing one. If you don't know what a Dutch store is, here are a few. They were traditionally used in old homes with farm animals so that they could open the door without letting animals in or out, like pigs, chickens, etc. They were also used for like milk deliveries. Anyway, how that translates to journaling is it's essentially just a page where you can like flip it and continue to see part of the other page on it. So how you use that in journaling is essentially you can put information on the 2 columns on the sides or on the top and bottom if that's how you cut it, and still use that information on the inside pages as well. I'm using it for my weekly spreads this month because I need to start keeping track of my time, as I explained earlier, but on the left side I have this column that has lines that say number of applications, time that I applied to jobs, time that I spent working on my own brand, time that I spent working on personal activities, and time that I spent on chores. And then next to those I put the amount of hours or applications or whatever that I did. And then the next column over is my what I'm using to put in my tasks, and then the larger column is for my logging. So I have really simplified the logging instead of putting needless information like I had a chill day. I've definitely written stuff like that. I put in only the stuff that stands out about the day because I don't have a lot of room. Now, I have been using this very loyally this month. However, I have found, especially now since my employment ended, that I actually am doing a lot more tasks than I anticipated each day, but I need more space. So I am not going to adapt this for next month. I am going to be having larger pages again, which is great because then I can use the paper in my journal. I'm excited to start expanding my weeks again. So that'll be cool. Okay, so for the page we've all been waiting for, my job hunt page. I decided to make a comparison chart. How exciting! Data! But no, really, this is actually so useful for me, and it's an easy way to keep track of all the jobs that I've applied to, and as well as like look at the benefits and the drawbacks of each position. So that's super cool. And I had a lot of fun creating this, that the reality of why I was creating it didn't bother me so much. But yeah, so I have all these different categories. I just kind of wanted to pick the things that were the most priority for me. So my priorities were, 1, at the very top, do I need a car? Like, do I need to drive to this? Is it a remote job or do I have to drive there? Because right now I don't have a car. My car broke down a while ago and it's done. It's a done car. Anyway, so at the very top, do I need a car? So far, all of the jobs I've applied to need a car. Yay. Anyway, so then just below car, I have A distance, B distance, then salary A, salary B, is it full-time or is it part-time? And then I have job, and then I have these little like sad face, neutral face, and smiley face, and then excited face, but like I'm not gonna use the excited face because it's just like too hard to see. So we're gonna do sad face, neutral face, and happy face for how I feel about those jobs, because that's important, you know? If I hit all the boxes that are the good boxes, then we'll know it's a good job. So I've got a little key here for A distance and B distance. So A distance is it 30 minutes or less to get there? B distance, is it 30 minutes or more to get there? Salary, is it worth it, or am I going back 10 years? So yeah. And finally, afterwards, I added industry just above those little like faces because I wanted to keep track of the different industries that I'm applying to. So for example, I have G for government, and C for large corporation, and S for small business, and N for nonprofit. So yeah, I just kind of want to keep track of the types of jobs I'm applying for, as well as, you know, the salaries and etc. And maybe I'll start to see patterns unfold. Who knows? But yeah, so this last bit I'm just kind of decorating a little, and most of it is done. So I don't remember where all the stickers and washi tape are from, but I will include it in the description of the video if I am able to look it up. But anyway, I'm going to quit my yapping for the next few minutes so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy. going to go ahead and finish the last bit off camera. All right, so let's take a look. As always, thank you so much for watching. Go be a good person, drink some water, and have a great day. Bye!